Take two. Good evening, Eddie Russell, DJE, Sunday Sound Off. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your friendship. Thank you very much for being a part of my life in different ways that you might be. Thank you so much for being yourself. Thank you so much for being who you are for probably a lot of people. And you know what? Sometimes we don't appreciate ourselves. We don't appreciate others. We don't appreciate what other people give to us. We don't have gratitude for them. Sometimes we take things for granted. That granted is, taking things for granted. That's an easy way of just looking past some of the things that people do for you. So why do we do that? Why does that happen? Is there a certain reason why we don't appreciate what we have? Is there a certain reason why we can't look in a mirror and say, you know what? I love myself. You know what? I appreciate what I do for myself. I appreciate what others do for me. And I'm going to make the best of somebody else's day today. I'm going to try my best to make a difference today. Could be easy to not do that. Could be difficult. Could be hard to have that conversation with somebody. I guess you could text somebody and you could say, hey, thinking about you today. Have a great day. Or, maybe somebody that you care about. Hey, good morning, beautiful. Have a great day. Good morning, handsome. Have a great day. Maybe when they get off work. Maybe when they get off work. Hey, hope your day was good. If there's anything you'd like to talk about, I'd be glad to listen. I can give you a call. Those type of things can save somebody's life. And these blogs generally talk about suicide prevention. They talk about prevention towards reaching at another level of alcoholism by replacing medication, by replacing therapy, by replacing love with drugs and alcohol to cover up what hurts the most about everything going on inside and what pain we have or the pain that we might feel down the road after a certain scenario might happen. So for me, I got to remind myself every day when I get up, what do I have to be thankful for? What am I blessed for today? I don't need Thanksgiving once a year to sit at a table before I have my mashed potatoes and my turkey and my gravy and my stuffing to realize that I'm thankful for my life. I can wake up every day and say, you know what, I'm thankful for my parents. I'm thankful for my jobs. I'm thankful for my life. I'm glad God gave me another day on this earth. I am blessed that I have so much. And what can I do to give that back? What can I do to give back and help another person maybe? To give something that maybe they don't have. Well, I know one thing I can do is I can hold back on some of the opinions that I have. I don't have to scroll down social media, and if somebody's opinion isn't my opinion, I don't have to blast them or let them know how I feel right off the bat. Maybe somebody is having a bad day, or maybe somebody is possibly going through something and they write it a personal, statement about the current, status of what we're going through with our economy or our pandemic, or what's even worse than all of this right now, the racial profiling, the discrimination of an African American or African American woman, like some of the things that we're going through right now, or the discrimination towards, the different things in our country that people are fearing every day. The topics that are uncomfortable, like right now for me to even talk about, the uncomfortable topics. So you breathe. You think about what you have today. When you're going through your feed and you're thinking about what somebody just wrote and you're like, man, fuck this guy. What is this all about? I'm just let me get back on here and let me tell them, oh no, blah, blah, you don't know anything, blah, blah. And I know what I'm talking about because I heard this on CNN or I heard this on Fox News. Well, I'll tell you something right now. I'll give you a pro tip. You're not going to learn anything watching CNN, MSNBC and Fox News. You're not going to learn anything watching the news. You're only going to get their narrative. They're only going to paint their sides because they want you to support that side of the politic role. That's why I don't choose to be in either side of a role of politics. And when I vote, I always vote independent. That's just the way I've always been. And I've been that way since high school. Ask anybody that really knows me or my family. It's a bunch of games sometimes, some of that stuff. And you know what? It's not my place to tell you who to go vote for. It's not my place to tell you who to like or don't like. Honestly, I've seen great stuff from both sides of that whole fight. And I can say personally that I've seen some really strong points and growth on both sides of that argument. But that's not what this blog's about tonight. The blog is about loving yourself. It's about appreciating what you have, loving everything that you have been given, the things and the opportunities and the work you have gone through. Do you know, it took me 8 years to realize that I don't really enjoy alcohol. Go figure. I probably realized it the first year, but I haven't really realized it going through so many different changes with your mind, your body, your heart, physical changes, mental changes. You don't realize some of the things you go through until it's done. And I have realized a lot, and I am not done with my progress. I am not done in my road to recovery. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to talk to a sponsor. I'm going to continue to talk to sponsees that I talk to gentlemen that are working brand new in the program. I'm going to continue doing some service work. I'm going to continue working the 12th step. If you don't know what a 12th step is, Google it. And you know what? Honestly, I feel like in my heart that we all have an opportunity to change our lives no matter where we are at one point. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm not educated when it comes to drugs. I never touched drugs. I never did cocaine. I never did heroin. I never touched meth. I might have smoked some weed. And I drank myself some serious alcohol. And I loved Xanax. And I loved alcohol. Did I say I loved alcohol? Because I really, really loved alcohol. There might be even a reason why I wear something on my shirt, which I need to clean my necklace off, but that has a triangle on that. What's that triangle mean? It represents a program that I'm in, a program that saved my life, something I woke up today again and felt blessed and very, very appreciative for. I'm thankful for the things that I have, and it doesn't take Thanksgiving or a holiday or a crying moment of life when things are all down the drain like hell to realize that I need to be thankful. I need to realize that every day. Make a list in your mind when you wake up. What are 5 things I'm going to be happy about today? What are 5 things if I get into a fucking shit show by noon of my workday, what are 5 things I can do to get myself out of that shit show? You know, what can I do to get out of that? Am I going to go on Facebook and Instagram and am I going to troll Twitter and look for somebody's stupid comment that way I can explode my emotions on them? No. Because you know what? There's a lot of that going on. And that cancer that we are living in, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing! It keeps growing! It's a cancer! That cancer, you comment, you leave marks, you do things, you leave emojis. You're just creating more. Try to be supportive. If you don't like what you have to say, like my mom has always said to me, don't say nothing. And I'm not good at that either. And I've learned this the hard way, man. I've learned it the hardest way I've ever had to learn. My biggest sometimes problems is right here. And right here, my heart and where it comes out of my mouth. So if I can give you any advice tonight, take this and stuff it in your pocket. Let it go. What they say on the Frozen, let it go. Let it go. It's easier said than done. I'm not good at it either. I am no way good at it. But you know what? It's like, dear God, give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Those things you can do. You can have little tiny ammunition in your pocket. I'm not talking about real guns or ammunition or anything like that to hurt people. I'm talking about something in your mind that you can pull out. A list, a gratitude list. Pull out something that will positively push you forward. Stop the hate. Stop the bullying. Stop creating cancer. Because you're pushing it on when you go onto social media and you're writing on somebody's comment or somebody's post or whatever they might have put. Who cares? They might have an opinion about something. Hell, I get in a bad mood sometimes and I'll post something and I know in the back of my head I shouldn't have posted that, and then I'll get a bunch of comments and it is what it is. Okay, I've learned that. But I have to learn to breathe, delete that post because that's not going to work out. And it's not that I'm wrong. It's just the fact that I don't really need to be arguing here. That's not going to get us anywhere in today's world. We need to move forward. Our minds need to be forward. We need to be forward thinkers. Be blessed for what we have today. How can we change tomorrow? And what can we do to keep our side of the street clean? Bottom line, take care of your people, love your family, and I'll see you next Sunday. I'm going to pray really quick and I'm going to get out of here. Dear God, thank you so much for these wonderful people that are watching tonight, tomorrow, or whenever they get on there. And God, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me power tonight and strength tonight after being able to see my nephew and my family today. It was a very emotional, exciting day. But God, thank you so much for allowing me to see that bullying doesn't do good for anybody. And God, I understand this because I've experienced in so many different ways in my life, starting all the way back in junior high and high school, and understanding where we are today in this world. And God, I just feel like you're pushing me and you're driving me towards a situation that I need to keep going towards. And God, I just thank you so much. And I pray for these people this week that they stay safe, they keep their minds straight, they keep their hearts straight, and they keep forward thinking. Let's not go backwards, God. Let's keep moving together. We're a team. We're in society. We're one team. Let's do this. We're all equal. We are all equal. And that's the way we should be and be treated that way. And that's the way it should be, bottom line. And God, you have taught us this. In your name, amen. Now I'm going to leave you with the little pretty ass view that I have up here. You really can't tell with the selfie cam. But the video is 12 something, so hopefully you guys didn't stick around and just stare at my face for the whole 12 minutes. Maybe you laid the phone down and you listened to it as you walked or something like that. I don't know. So I don't like to try to leave it too long. But if you go on YouTube, it's a lot easier to watch than Facebook. Or you can push that little button on the Facebook and you can get it to a smaller, little tiny screen. And then you're able to scroll and do all your stuff on your phone while you're listening. So, hey, thanks a lot, guys. Eddie Russell, DJE. See you next Sunday. Good night.